He comes from Kumhar community caste. He was saying how he's challenged a lot of gender norms and broken these society's idea that why he can't dress up as a woman. And I told him that we are making this film about caste. Then he said, "Oh, there is a love story between a Brahmin girl and a Dalit boy," and he got really offended. Being a man, dressing up as a woman and making that as a living, it's a huge thing. But he was not able to break the shackles of caste. That if I reach a place in making filmmaking career or whatever I do in life where I have to self censor myself, I will not do it. Because अगर अगली फिल्म भी बना रहे हैं थिएट्रिकल है एंड सेंसर होगा तो वो लोग करेंगे आई विल नॉट डू इट
One small question about one of the most like terrifying characters, Saurabh Sachdeva's character. The film starts with it. I kept on thinking that why you must have kept him in the film, because there was a lot of I mean, I would say the opposite for Nilesh and Tripti. Whatever they were doing, there were a lot of, like, Saad is one of, like, the way he has played the brother. He was himself enough in the scenes. He was there to, give that opposite energy to what they were doing. So there was, he was there to give that conflict. But when you see Saurabh, everything kind of overshadows. And then he as an actor, we have seen a lot of films. अभी recently भी उनका बहुत सारा काम आया, तो I think audience भी they were very very like कि सौरभ का काम तो है अच्छा. It's like that. वो भी एक baggage लेके audience आता है that इनका काम तो बहुत ही अच्छा है. But I want to understand from you that was it the character was written such in a much more darker way, because I think एक scene आता है जहाँ पे he is actually killing that girl and then he himself is crying. For the very first time he kind of breaks down. जबकि जब वो खुद की जान लेने जाता है तब उसके चेहरे पे सिर्फ डिसअपॉइंटमेंट होता है लास्ट में. बट वो पहला बार है जब वो रो रहा होता है. तो ये वर्नरेबिलिटीज आपने उनको बताई थी या उन्होंने ही कहीं ना
Oh,
कहीं?
no, it was written. Everything, 99% everything that is happening in the film was written. Rahul and me made sure that, and we were also, Rahul was on the set. Rahul is my co-writer on the film, Rahul Badvelkar. So Rahul and I wrote a lot of drafts. I think the shooting draft was the 10th draft. And also he was on set. So we were constantly improvising. जहाँ भी हमें scope लगता था ना कि यार, because as you shoot, you also discover the film. पहले 3-4 दिन तक तो एक्टर्स को अपने आप को फाइंड करने को टाइम लगता है. डायरेक्टर्स वर्ल्ड बिल्ड हम लोग HOD से, whether it's costume designer or whether it's your PD, how the camera is moving with the character. You are also trying to figure it out. Nuances and the behavioral thing with the actors are generally written. If you've written that much, if you've spent that much time in development, in a well-written scripts, it's always there. So first of all, character इसलिए है क्योंकि film adaptation है. It was also there in the original film. But what we changed was there is a certain. I'm a big fan of Korean movies, Korean thrillers, and original film में थोड़ा it was more realistic that way, even though there was this music motive which was given even in the original film, that when the character came in it had जो हमने भी किया है. But we wanted to portray it a little more, even though he's a everyday guy, he's a carpenter, but in a little scary surrealistic way. But उसका character का nuance ये था, वो there was supposed to be 3 killings in the film till he meets Nilesh in the second half. So you're already terrified for Nilesh when he bumps into him. फर्स्ट सीन का और थर्ड सीन का जो मेले में था, वो किलिंग पूरा हमने स्टैम्पीड और सब शूट किया था, वो एडिट पे निकाला बिकॉज इट फेल्ट रेपिटेटिव. ऑन पेपर इट डिडंट फील लाइक दैट, बट ऑन एडिट इट फेल्ट लाइक दैट कि यार बार बार दिखा रहे कि ही कम्स एंड ही किल्स. देयर वाज अ थिंग दैट एवरी सीरियल किलर, वी डिड रिसर्च ऑन हाउ सीरियल किलर्स बिहेव, बिकॉज ही इज नॉट अ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट किलर जो पैसे लेके मर्डर करता है. सो सीरियल किलर्स हैव दिस पैटर्न that every serial killers do have a pattern. Kabhi wo, they keep souvenirs from their victims, or they do a certain thing like a ritual. And this is, of course, like based on true studies. and we thought his ritual is to suffer, to kind of repent what he's doing, because you understood that his first killing was probably his own sister, right? It came from a very personal motive. So he recollects how he killed his sister, but वो दूसरे सीन में ही, दूसरे किलिंग में ही वो ज्यादा क्लियर हो पाया. एंड सी जब फिल्म आपका वो मेन किरदार नहीं है ना, तो यू विल इन एडिट काइंड ऑफ always sacrifice everyone else in service of the main character. So there's some things that, like in the first killing also, we see him go around a lane and he breaks down. So we could have seen a pattern that he cries after every kill. But वो pattern इतना नहीं निकल के आया, which I would have preferred, because mainstream हिंदी फिल्म में बहुत ही हीरो विलन का क्लियर ब्लैक एंड वाइट demarcation होता है. I don't see films like that. I don't see Nilesh as a hero. I don't see Shankar as a villain.
Beautiful. I mean, thank you for all these insights. I mean, it changed the entire way if ever we're gonna watch Dhadak 2 again.
Yeah, we kept joking about ki there should be like a prequel to the film where we see Shankar's character become why he becomes Shankar. That will be a very fascinating film.
Seventh script, I believe. Then
Sorry?
I would seventh script it will be then.
Yeah.
Thank you, Shazia. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Adri. Thank you. Shrey, please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. First of all, Shazia, should I call you ma'am?
No, please don't call me ma'am.
I've actually been giving a lot of interviews recently, so congratulations on that. The film, firstly, and one of the first things that I got in mind was that even like when you could say the media is saturating in a way, we see what kind of films are coming out and what tone is coming out. Still, there's a conversation about this film. I haven't seen it, yes, but if I may, I come from Lucknow, so I guess everyone knows how it happens there. So I was really happy.
Past practice?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, and everything related.
Everywhere in
Yes.
India. Lucknow, please don't.
Yes, I know. I know.
Blame
It just
Lucknow.
there are some things I think which are unique in it. I do feel, but I could be wrong. So I was just happy seeing that, okay, this is still being discussed, because among everything that is being discussed, this has been like subsided. I did feel. So my question is a bit academic from this. I just wanted to know that as much as, yes, direction is a very complex thing and it cannot be just automated, but if I can just move from the movies a bit, how much of technological or AI help is being used in the industry right now, and how far it will go? I had my questions about that, about the creative versus the AI thing, and how are you looking at it, and what is the industry going about in India?
It's still at a very nascent stage. It's not, but in some departments, it's more, of course, in VFX, it is more active that way. And it is like, say, for sound also, that when we are shooting and when you process the sound, there is a certain cleanup is needed if we are
Yeah.
shooting outdoors. And, wo manual cleaning hoti thi pehle. Now there are ways that AI can clean it. But it happened to us that in a few scenes, we were not even told that the AI cleaning has been done. And Rahul has been a sound designer, my writer and a
Yeah.
sound. And he said the way the actors are talking, it's sounding a little metallic. Now, me as a
Okay.
director doesn't have that sharp eye to figure out, but I could understand कि emotions थोड़े flat sound कर रहे हैं. But he said it sounds metallic. And then we asked our designer, and he said, yes, some portions of it, because it was a tough location. It was too noisy. We were shooting in a slum. And that's why there was a bit of, AI was used to clean it. And it didn't work. I mean, AI right now couldn't, it's not that advanced that it's doing the job as good as manual cleaning. So I'm giving an example of one department.
Yes.
But also, you guys know our film was censored, right? And there
Yes.
was an amount of cuts. So we were rewriting, and कुछ जगह है जहाँ पे you can see that the lips and the dialogues don't match. And when the censor cuts, we started applying it, rewriting, re-editing. उसमें काफी कुछ, of course, there are dialogues, when it's not on the actor's face, it's fine, we can dub and use it. But if it is on your main actor, whether it's Nilesh or Shekhar's character, and certain things has to be told on the actor's face, right? Also, it's a mainstream film. The language of the film was
Yes.
that. I couldn't be 10 feet away in a wide shot saying something important. That was not the grammar of the film at all. So when that happened, some things we could reshoot. We had 1 day of reshoot because of censor cuts. But some things there is technology in AI where there is replacement and face replacement, and that's also at a very nascent stage. AI was able to do it in 2 scenes, and I was ideologically very against it because as a writer, director, or there is a conversation in Hollywood and also now here that will AI completely take over the job of a writer? It cannot
That
take the
will,
job of a
yes.
director, but for writer, I mean, I have never gone on a ChatGPT site, but I know that people are fleshing out scripts, which is coming from. I mean, I still don't know if a ChatGPT script has got greenlit, but someone who doesn't know how to write a full-fledged script, are they using it and then kind of manually tweaking it to make it seem like it's possible, it's done? But the thing about, मतलब in a very human way, if I have to say, अगर मैं एक script लिख रही हूँ for over a period of 6 months, it's not that, oh, now I have a script and I can sell it and I can get a film made on it and I can go and win awards. It's not about that.
Yeah.
The satisfaction of writing an idea to those 100 pages. And that makes me feel more valuable as a person, that I'm contributing to society, to art, to humanity, whatever you can make it sound bigger. If I'm not doing that, I'm not going to feel that satisfaction. AI के through अगर वो मैंने किया तो मुझे वो नहीं feel होगा. So I'm saying that very specific to writing. Direction, I don't think अभी तक तो नहीं पता है कि AI direct कर सकता है कि नहीं कर सकता है. बट कुछ चीजों में शायद VFX में AI का रोल important होगा. In certain things, the way color correction of a film is done, maybe AI can be more useful there. But I feel like in more thinking jobs, which is like writing and doing sound and things like that, AI, if we keep it away, it might be better. But AI was not able to do the lip sync. I mean, the team that came, they promised. So it was a joke for us that people are thinking that AI is going to take over the world. यहाँ पे lip sync नहीं कर पा रहा है. तो अभी तक तो वो स्टेज पे नहीं पहुंचे हैं. But I think it will keep getting more and more advanced. More and more people might, yeah, lose their job because of AI.
So, just to summarize, I mean, if I may just describe, I come from a marketing copywriter background. So, to summarize it for now, it's not taking our job for now, at least for some years in India.
But it
And
will
that
keep
is
getting better. It will keep getting better in terms of advertising also. Like there are people completely made in AI, right? Right now they look a
yes, yes,
little fake in AI.
polished,
It will
yes.
start getting more polished and it will start becoming more human. That will be the tricky time. But I think thode we are a few years away from it.
Okay, I wouldn't want to take lot, but pardon me just for taking Sankar this time. Just one more thing, little thing. So even if you do not watch the film, you can understand by the name Nilesh and by the, you could say, the color scheme of the movie. Obviously, there's a focus on the color blue, right? So I just wanted to know how much of that is excess, and at what point do you think it is too excess, or what point do you think it is too little? How about like balancing it?
I
Such
think
motive.
found a balance. You see the film and you tell me if you think it is excess. There were a couple of
No, not
pieces where it
yeah.
felt, so दोनों sides से opinion थे कि oh, we are seeing Ambedkar in the film, we are seeing Savitribai in the film, we are seeing Jyotiba in the film, and we are seeing a very
Yeah.
strong presence of blue. So in a mainstream Hindi
Yeah.
film where nothing is done, that very strong presence of blue itself says a lot. And I don't think we overdid it, but किसी को feel है अगर ऐसा
No,
हो रहा है तो it's
yes.
that is like a subjective opinion. But I felt like we needed, it was somewhere to go on the nose and do things because it doesn't happen. Like there are
Yeah.
10 scenes where Ambedkar is portrayed there in the film, and it's very intentionally been put in the film because we are in that world where our film is very Ambedkarite, if I have to say that. It's an anti-caste film. So I needed that strong presence of color and हमने actually shoot जहाँ किया है, that's a Bhimnagar in Bhopal. So we've shot at real location. A lot of blue comes from the actual Bhimnagar Basti in Bhopal.
So yeah, one correction, pardon me. I did not mean to say that it was too much. Pardon. I mean, I've never even directed a film. I just wanted to say, like, as a writer, how do you decide how much is enough or not? Because I mean, if I want to
The
use blue, I can go
writer,
on and on. At
as
what
a
point do
writer,
I
you
feel?
don't decide the look of the film. As a writer, it's a director's job only. So,
Okay.
yeah. You don't, so you can write as a writer, you can write a location. You will not get into the color scheme and things like that. That is a director's job to decide
Okay. Okay.
hoga, tone hoga. You can discuss it with the writer, but you,
Hmm.
as a writer, you don't get into the tone of the film. You get into the tone of the film, like how, whether it will be, if it is comedy, whether it's slapstick or whether it's situational.
Yes.
As a writer, you will get into the tone of the film, in the
Yeah.
meaning of it, but not in the visual language of the film.
Okay, ma'am. Thanks a lot, and I hope you keep this conversation alive.
Thank you.
I mean, the cast conversation. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
last
you.
conversation. I was like, this conversation will be like,
Thank you, Shrey. Thank you so
thank
much.
you.
Sujoy, please go ahead.
Hi, Sujoy.
Hi Shazia, thank you so much for making this film. I think it's
You're
it's one of the
welcome.
most important films which have come out. Thanks a lot. आपने censorship की बात की. I want I wanted to ask you कि इस तरीके के political environment में when you are writing a film these days or when you were writing Dhadak 2 also, uh, किस तरीके का self censoring you are already having to do, if at all, and if you didn't have to do any kind of self-censoring. So if you could give an example of one scene or one character which would be different in your film. So that was one of the things I wanted to know.
You're saying I already did in the film, or
No,
you're saying the future?
I'm asking that कि
You're
आपको
asking if
करना
I
पड़
did
रहा है
already.
क्या? Is it something which you are having to keep in mind कि ये scene या ये line तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं बोल सकते हैं? Are you removing some of the things already?
So, I've said this, I think, in a couple of interviews also, that if I reach a place in making filmmaking career or whatever I do in life, where I have to self-censor myself, I will not do it. Because अगर अगली फिल्म भी बना रहे हैं, थिएट्रिकल है, एंड सेंसर होगा, तो वो लोग करेंगे. I will not do it. So I am not a person who can stop myself. It's very suffocating. I don't know how people do that and live in that kind of fear कि अच्छा ये है तो उसका consequences बहुत बुरा होगा. And मुझे डर के, fear is a emotion that actually physically alters your brain. मतलब it's a very scientific thing. You can go and read about it. So I try to, डर लगता है चीजों से जो humanly जिस चीजों से डर लगना चाहिए.
And just lastly, लास्ट सीन में रॉनी के साथ में नीलेश का एक रिकंसिलिएशन हो जाता है, राइट? एंड like we have seen like to the extent Ronnie goes to humiliate Nilesh in the film, right? So how did you come up with that ending? It's just something I was curious about.
So there was also a chunk of, there's a bit of this scene which was before that scene, which was taken out. I know कि लोग इतनी जल्दी बदलते नहीं हैं, and especially a person like Ronnie would be, it is so difficult to make your peace with, and especially if you're watching it. I have still written and directed, I have seen the film 500 times. So my opinion of it is little more warped, that I want my character to behave like that, and maybe the writer wants it, and maybe the character will actually not change like that. But cinema is also a place where you create hope. If you see American films, you will see black women being judges in a court, which is not a regular practice, and it's still a very racially fucked up country, right? Or itna common nahi hai ki you'll see a black woman who's an American president. It has never happened. A woman has not been a president in US. But you want to see that change in society. That's why you put it in cinema. You normalize it in cinema, so that change happens. So even if people from the community also said कि यार पूरी पिक्चर अच्छी लगी, but रॉनी ऐसे बदलेगा क्या? पता नहीं बदलेगा. बट मुझे चाहिए कि अगर कोई रॉनी जैसा इंसान वो फिल्म देख रहा है, तो उसको अपने अंदर रियलाइजेशन हो, और वो होप मैं चाहती हूँ सोसाइटी में, इसलिए मैं वो प्रोजेक्ट कर रही हूँ फिल्म में.
थैंक यू सो मच शाजिया, बहुत ही बढ़िया पर्सपेक्टिव है. थैंक यू सो मच.
थैंक यू संजय.
Thank you, Shazia. Thank you so much, Sujoy. Thank you so much. Pankaj, let's move to you.
Yeah. Hi, Shazia.
Hi.
Hi, and thanks a lot for making an entertaining film. तो message वाला part तो we know it was very good, but it was very entertaining. And I know you have said that you had to work a lot on the songs, but songs were very good, and
Good, I'm glad.
they were a part. Yeah, they were a part of making it entertaining. So I hadn't heard. मैंने ट्रेलर भी नहीं देखा था, मैंने सॉन्ग्स भी नहीं सुने थे, बट दैट एलिवेटेड माई एक्सपीरियंस। और उसके बाद तो for some days I was listening to the song. So that was one part very good. And see what Sankalp was telling in the start, that I come from a corporate background, finance वगैरह, तो मेरा movies से कोई as such relation नहीं है apart from loving them and sharing my name from with a movie director. उसके अलावा कुछ
So
है
are you related?
no, no. So it is the same name as the as Pankaj Parashar, the director. So that is the thing. But I love movies और वो सारा चीज़ है. But so one thing I wanted to ask is, which see when I watch movies I write sometimes अब basic insta पे मेरे तो कोई ज़्यादा followers नहीं है, but मैं अपने फ्रेंड से भी डिस्कस करता हूँ. तो when I told them कि मैंने धड़क 2 देखी, तो पहला क्वेश्चन उनका ये था, अच्छा क्या फर्स्ट फर्स्ट धड़क देखनी चाहिए क्या उसके लिए. तो दैट वाज वन पार्ट विच आई फेल्ट कि शायद मार्केटिंग में उतना निकल के नहीं आया. एंड आई रेड समवेयर आल्सो कि किसी का ट्वीट ही था कि इसका धड़क नाम नहीं रखते अगर, तो इट वुड हैव मे बी, मतलब यू नो बेटर, बट आई थिंक शायद और ज़्यादा बेटर होती, बिकॉज धड़क 1 वाज नॉट एट दैट लेवल. सैराट तो बहुत ही वो थी, धड़क 1 वाज नॉट दैट पॉपुलर. तो दैट इज वन थिंग. एंड I enjoyed the film a lot. There were, but what one or two things which I felt lacking was that Shekhar's character. Uh, वो मुझे थोड़ा सा शॉर्ट चेंज लगा. आई थिंक एडिट में कहीं कट हो गया होगा एक आध सीन, वो एकदम से वो सीन आया कि अच्छा दिस हैज हैपेंड. आई कुड सी कि ये होने वाला है, बट एक दो और सीन शायद कन्विंसिंग अगर होते. एंड मे बी सौरभ सचदेवा वाला ट्रैक आई लाइक द वे ही मीट्स नीलेश एंड वो सारी चीजें होती, वो भी शायद थोड़ा और डेवलप हो सकता था. बट अदरवाइज I think I loved the movie, and now the movie has come out at Netflix, so maybe I will just tell my friends again to, okay, let's watch here. But thanks a lot for making this. I love the cast, love the movie, and yeah, just these few things from my
Someone just wrote Nietzsche release the Shazia cut. Yeah, wo, this is a learning lesson for me also. I don't have the IP of the film. I was more of a director, writer on hire. Next film, I make sure I have the IP because then I have a bigger say in, what is happening around the film, release, marketing, distribution, title, all of that. Also, if I don't have the right to release the Shazia cut. So yes, Shekhar's character actually was one character. Actually, all the Dalit characters were targeted in censorship. So Shekhar's character was the most vocal person from the community. So of course his scenes were affected. But also it is Nilesh's journey, right? So if, like I said earlier, that every other character in a character driven film is in the service of the main character. So if I have to sacrifice a scene, it will be a Shekhar scene, then a Nilesh scene. Because अगर end में आप it's okay that कहीं आपको शेखर के ट्रैक में कमी लगी, वो फिर भी ठीक है. नीलेश के ट्रैक में कमी लगेगी मतलब फिल्म फेल हो रही है.
yeah.
तो अगर हमारे पास, और दूसरी ये भी चीज है कि फॉर अ थिएट्रिकल रिलीज ड्यूरेशन का बहुत मारा मारी होता है. तो आई वुड हैव वांटेड माय ओरिजिनल फाइनल ओरिजिनल एडिट ड्यूरेशन वाज 2 hours 21 minutes. राइट नाउ इट्स 2 hours 12 minutes. So I mean this is without the credits. This is just the duration of the edit of the film. And that is why Shekhar ka scene bhi gaya thoda, Shankar ka bhi portion of understanding his nuances that also got lost in it. But yeah, these are tough decisions on edit table, but you focus on your main character's journey and take these tough calls. So Shekhar, I think, should have his own film. But
Yeah.
if it was to me, it is my favorite character in the film.
Thanks a lot for making this.
What was your second question? I answered the last question first.
तो धड़क 2 नाम अगर नहीं होता तो
Yeah,
समथिंग
title though, like I said earlier also, these are, revenue driven decisions. And unfortunately, 3 फिल्मों का बर्डन आ गया हम पे. ओरिजिनल पेरेरम पेरुमल का, सैराट का और धड़क का. So we kind of lost our identity there. I mean, by now everyone quite understands the title of a film is not to be fooled around with. Title can do a lot. I thought that one of the most attractive things about Sayyara was the title and the title song. That is what did a lot for the marketing. The title track and the title both. So काफी important होता है title because your film is also the identity of your film. In one word, you're presenting what your film is about, and there was nothing Dhadaktu about our film. And
Yeah.
I think people and लोगों ने बता दिया उस बारे में. Yes, I agree with you. It got lost because of the title. बहुत सिंपल लॉजिक था कि धड़क जो पहली फिल्म थी दैट वाज वेरी इंटेंस लव स्टोरी नॉट डीलिंग सो मच विद आइडेंटिटी एंड ऑल वाज मोर अबाउट क्लास. सो जिनको धड़क पसंद आएगी उन्हें हमारी फिल्म से डिसअपॉइंटमेंट होगा. वो दिस इज अ लाइक लोग ना ब्रैकेट्स में स्लॉट करते हैं, अरे ये तो सोशल इशू पे बहुत मैसेजिंग वाली फिल्म है, लव स्टोरी कहाँ है,
Yeah.
बिकॉज एक्सपेक्टेड टू बी लाइक लव स्टोरी मतलब फुल सैयारा धड़क वो जोन होना चाहिए. एंड जिनको धड़क पसंद ही नहीं आई थी वो धड़क 2 के लिए क्यों जाएंगे?
Correct.
So, but like I said, these are decisions. Directors not always involved in these things.
Cool.
Thank you,
Thanks a
Pankaj.
lot,
Thank you
Shah.
so much for asking that. Thank you so much. Shazia, एक interesting question है chat box में. What would be the ideal title according to you?
So my working title was Panther. Um, the Dalit Panther was an organization
Thank
which
you.
in the 60s, 70s, and it came from Black Panther because the Black movement in US is very similar to the anti-caste movement in India. Actually, the Black movement is still very strong in US. Unfortunately, the anti-caste movement is not leading like a leading cause in the country. It should be. I felt very happy when one of the opinion pieces said that we are a very radical anti-caste film because I wish if it had stronger footfall like say Sayara, I think we would have brought in a stronger anti-caste movement. But वहां से दलित पैंथर्स से पैंथर्स आया that Shekhar runs a political group which is called Ambedkar Panther. And the journey of Nilesh is to become a panther, which he doesn't want to belong and be more political, and his journey is to become one of the panthers. So that was, but it would have sounded more like a political film, and the marketing strategy was to sell it more as a love story.
I love the title.
Yeah.
Thank you for that question, Firoz. Yes, Amaya, let's go to you quickly.
So, firstly, I just
Hi,
hello
Ami.
Shazia. I just want to express ki such a beautiful film, and the film, it makes you angry. It makes you really really angry, and that is why I love this film a lot, and it makes you reflect on yourself also. So thanks a lot for making such a film in which bringing such a fresh and refreshing perspective in the mainstream genre, because I have not seen any mainstream dharma, YRF, whatever. I have not seen anything come out like this, which is so loud in a good way, which is so opinionated and political in a mainstream section. And thank you for that. So I just wanted to ask you that, initially when, these producers or this production company, acquired this film or the rights of this film, what was their intention? Like, what were they trying to do anything, and how is it now? How has it changed, or is it even changed? That how do producers look at it?
Thank you for saying that the film made you angry because anger is also a very misunderstood emotion. It can be very productive. Like I remember Rang De Basanti made me angry, and I felt like I should do something about society. So I feel this kind of anger is also productive, and you know that you want to do something, and that feeling is, if a film can evoke that emotion, it is like a complete win-win situation. And people also told me that Bebak made them angry. So maybe my films are that way, a little loud and angry. Like Rahul says कि बैरों को सुनने के लिए चिल्लाना पड़ता है. You literally have to scream. Subtle filmmaking mainstream में लोगों को नहीं समझ में आएगी. When you like you said, कि नई चीजें बोली जाती हैं. When things are not being said, things are erased. You need to bring it back with that kind of. That's why very high tempo music, and we need to make people engage and then tell them something which they need to know. The intention of the producer. So there's this producer Meenu Arora who had the rights of the film from Paranjit, and I think this was the structure that she went to Dharma, and Dharma agreed to do the film first, and then Z was brought in as the studio. I think that was the structure because I came in last. These three producers were involved first. I think with my meeting with Karan, they were aware that they had got flack while adapting from Sera to Dhadak. So Karan was very clear about that. That we are not going to erase the issue of caste this time. I mean, they did. There was. I don't remember it because, of course, I was not part of Dharma or Dhadak. So I don't know how much trolling had happened, but they were called out. And of course, the film does erase the whole caste angle. So it was like a course correction, and that conversation happened in the first meeting itself that we will be, one of the few Hindi films or actually, when we had the first edit ready, we were showing it to a lot of people from the community, and a professor, PhD professor, told me that I think in 70 years or odd of Hindi filmmaking, this is probably the first Hindi film that's openly talking about reservation, Ambedkar's presence in the film, about Savarna privileges and everything. So मुझे इतना awareness नहीं था कि किसी और फिल्म ने किया है कि नहीं किया, but ये पता था कि हमें करना है. तो इतना strong piece आएगा कि we are the first film who's doing that. I was not aware of that, but Karan was very clear that we will keep the caste dynamics which was there in Periyaram Perumal also. But वो थोड़ा सा उनका था कि maybe the love story can be a little more. So there is a scope of, it's slightly. I'm not saying the whole anti-caste movement in Tamil Nadu. There is a strong anti-caste movement in Tamil Nadu because the politics itself is anti-caste, right? There is a dominant presence of the community. So it's slightly easier for someone to make an anti-caste film in Tamil Nadu than in Bollywood because यहाँ पे there is no such movement. So people are like, why are you talking about Dalit rights? That's the unfortunate truth of it. So when someone has to do it, we have to be very aware कि, how are people going to receive it? Because film ultimately, unfortunately, is a very expensive business. When people are putting their crores, they want to know whether they'll get it back or not. It's not always about monetizing it, कि अच्छा 30 डाल रहे हैं 100 आना चाहिए. But it's also about कि 30 डाल रहे हैं 30 तो आएगा ना. So it's also because it's a money centric art, it has to be that whether this will work or not, that a Jai Bhim will work in Tamil Nadu, but you don't know whether it will work here or not. So that conversation is, of course, always there, and the producers were aware. But I think they brought me to do the film because they had seen Beba, Karan had seen Beba, Meenu, the other producer, Z had seen it. And they thought that sensitivity that was needed and the nuance that was needed. I mean, I'm really grateful that from a 20-minute short, they could judge that I will be able to, be honest to the story. But the conversation has to be in the film. Of course, Shekhar's character was not discussed. All that was, brought in by me and my writer. All of that was not something that the producers asked for. But we saw it as an opportunity because college world hai. And generally you see that universities and college is a hub of political conversation. So we thought it was an opportunity to build our world like that.
Thank you, Omeya, for asking the question.
Thank you.
Yes, we'll quickly move to Sonal.
Great. I'll try to keep it as short as possible. I just have one question. I'm not a tech person, so hopefully I'm asking the right question. And if you're comfortable, do share. So, Vipin Sharma is playing a character, which is, if I'm not wrong, it's part of this community folk dance called Londa Nach, if I'm not wrong. And I grew up in that community. So reaching these places, watching this, first of all, I did not know much about it till this movie came up. Like there was a lot of negative connotations with Londa Nach, and I grew up in Bihar. So Like as women,
I'm
you
from
were.
Bihar, by the way.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Good to know.
I mean, I'm raised in Bombay, but I was born in Patna.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I was raised in Mumbai but born in Ranchi. Yeah. So, yeah. So Londa Nach was something that, like, not allowed anywhere near, like, you, and there was like very negative. What was, if there was, what was the research like as a woman director? Like, how were you able to research the nuances of it? Because I know that as a woman, I was not even allowed to know about this, like, for years. So if you feel comfortable, do share, because I was very intrigued by that. Like, how did you come to know the nuances of that?
So the character in the original film was already there, a cross-dressed dancer, but we wanted to make it more, cement the character more into Nilesh's journey. Like, what is the purpose of a father who's broken gender norms, and how does it impact Nilesh's, change in the end? And the father saying that, because it was all coming to, does standing up for yourself means becoming more violent and literally fighting it out? We didn't want to give that messaging at the end, that, if it shouldn't seem like Nilesh is becoming more violent as he's learning to stand up for himself. So the father says that, you should fight for yourself. And he says, I was going to fight. And he says, no, fighting doesn't mean that you go and break someone's head, but it means what you want to be, you fight for that. Like, if I have to make a film in the mainstream and say something important, that is my fight. And that is what Nilesh's character is saying. A big reference for us was the documentary Bhikari Thakur, if you know. Please watch it. It is based on Bhikari Thakur. He's a big cultural, very, very significant person who's, shifted, brought Londa Nach to mainstream in Bihar, at least. And there's a very good documentary on him. I think it's on Vimeo. You should watch that. Just hearing it, and we interviewed a couple of cross-dressed dancers in Indore. The funny thing was, there's this one guy, his name is Munna Lalji Thakur. He's an awarded dancer, like awarded by the state. And he's this person who's very masculine looking. He also has a mustache. At least when he met us, he had a mustache. And then he showed us pictures of, like, he's been cross-dressed dancing for last 20 years. He comes from Kumhar community, caste. And we were talking, and he was saying how he's challenged a lot of gender norms and broken these society's idea that why he can't dress up as a woman. And he showed, like, he's from Indore. Indore is almost on the border of Rajasthan and MP. Culturally, Indore has more influence from Rajasthan than from MP. So he told us how he's traveled across Rajasthan. He's been given award by the Rajasthani government, and he's literally taken his family from being like very, very impoverished to now having a house which is like a 1.5 crore house in Indore, which is like a big deal. He's literally educated half his family, like his brother, sister, unka bhi ghar chala rahe, sab kuch kar rahe. I was like, what a cool, heroic guy. And then he asked me that why am I interviewing him? And I told him that we are making this film about caste, and there's a love story. And then he said, oh, there is a love story between a Brahmin girl and a Dalit boy, and he got really offended. So he's broken gender norms in his life, but he was like, so I said, will you be okay if your daughter, probably is in love with a Brahmin boy? He's like, no, हम अपने community में नहीं, हम अपनी community को नहीं छोड़ सकते. And then you realize the reality of things, that people who are, being a man, dressing up as a woman and making that as a living, it's a huge thing, because you know how masculinity works in a patriarchal society like ours, right? उन्होंने उस चीज को पूरा तोड़ दिया, but he was not able to break the shackles of caste.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
Matlab, in the reference of it, these are some things that we've not, of course, even put in the film, but you learn to know so much. Like, the research of a film like that teaches you so much about the society that you live in, right? I mean, that was nothing to do with the film, but I just wanted to share to understand how complex things are. It's not very simple. It's all intersectional like that. But I think Bhikari
Yeah.
Thakur's character was a reference point for Nilesh's father for us. And a lot
Yeah.
of
No.
Lorna Nach dancers, like it's there on YouTube, there are documentaries. You listen to people जो बिहार जैसे बहुत ही staunchly caste practicing patriarchal society में for a man to dress up as a woman and
Hmm.
go and do these very vibrant sexual moves. It's not
Yeah.
very, it is very sexual, right? In the way it
Yeah.
is very titillating that way. And it is seen by
Yeah.
women. It is done, the performances are done at weddings, and it's like a
Hmm.
family affair. It's not something that is, and that's why if you see the Londa Nach in our film, there are women
Hmm.
there. I want
Yeah.
to put the women there.
Yeah.
I didn't want it to be that men are just leching over,
Hmm.
this scenario. I wanted women to be present there because why not? If it is an art form, it should be enjoyed by both gender.
No, that's why it was so fleshed out. That's why I thought there must be a lot of research, because I had a very wrong concept of London. And that's what, like, even though this film was about so many things, but this one character really stuck with me. And yeah, but thank you so much for answering it. I hope you make many, many, many movies, because I'm so excited to see your our work of art. Like, very excited about that. Thank you so much.
And hi, Shazia. Of all the conversation I've had, you feel like a very important director this country needs to have at this point, who puts out their point outside and is not scared if it, even if it is recording. So kudos to you for that, and also inspiring and aspiring all of us sitting here. We really loved your work, and that's why we would also sit down at 11:52 p.m. to just get up here and talk to you. So thank you so much for creating that movie. My question rather is a little uh, not so serious, but feel free to not answer also. My question is that because you were writing a lot of scripts yourself, and why did you choose a movie that was already done? Why did you not choose a personal script first if you were going to flesh out a full movie?
So it's actually a very good question, and kind of dukti rakh pe haath rakhna, because no director wants to do an adaptation or a remake. I mean, I don't think I will ever do one again because the kind of trolling that we have seen, I really don't feel like I want to go into that zone. And of course, you become a
शाजिया
filmmaker
आप
because
नहीं
you have
करोगे
your
तो कोई और कर देगा और खराब कर देगा
ये मेरा thought था. See, he's already
Yeah.
answered the question for me. When Periram was sent to me, matlab the film was sent to me, I loved the script, and that was a week, 10 days ago. That other script that I had sent, of course, OTT had rejected it, right? Because they didn't want to do anything political. But this film was coming to me as a commission project. Somebody already had a producer and studio on board, and they were asking me, and I didn't have work that time. So it felt like धर्मा मुझे एक फिल्म ऑफर कर रहा है. इट्स अ सिक्योर बिग प्रोडक्शन हाउस, बिकॉज हाफ ऑफ द टाइम तो इन बॉलीवुड आप फिल्म में काम कर रहे हो, बीच में प्रोजेक्ट बंद हो रहा है. ये भी हो रहा था पोस्ट कोविड, ये भी हो रहा था. सो we all मतलब we all fantasize filmmaking as this great thing, but actually it's also having a job. So it was a very practical decision that there was a good film. एंड सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट थॉट यही था कि अगर मैंने नहीं किया ना तो कोई और लेकर के रुइन कर देगा. वो भी इम्पोर्टेंट था. It was a very active thought, and I am not trying to put myself on a pedestal, but the thought that I know that as a person coming from a minority community, I will not override another writer who comes from another minority community and ruin that film. I know that मेरा intention तो नहीं है. There are certain things that people from the community also have felt, but there was no intention of trying to do anything rather than just telling an important story.
Yeah.
So thought yahi tha, but I want to tell my own stories. It's a like Rahul Desai, if you guys know the film critic, he wrote in his review that adapting is a lose-lose situation, because अगर अच्छी बनी फिल्म तो लोग बोलेंगे अच्छा वो तो ओरिजिनल फिल्म इतनी अच्छी थी, अच्छी बनी, और बुरी बनी तो वैसे भी गाली देंगे.
Yeah.
It's a lose-lose situation, which I learned while doing it. But no, I would want to tell more original stories. But if there is something important that comes, then I mean, why not?
Yeah. Why I ask this question is because while there is all this conjecture around saying like Dhadak 2, the word name didn't work and stuff like that, I was able to take 3 friends of mine to theaters by saying बहुत धड़क जैसी है, चलते हैं, बहुत मजा आएगा. But essentially they were shocked because nobody knew what Peribal was. So it was easier for me to convince people, and I hope that is how society would have also worked, that they would have gone to theaters because it came from Dharma and also it came from the baggage that Dhadak had. That's why I feel that it worked beautifully for all of them. I don't know why people hate. There's hate around saying it Dhadak 2. I also feel there's the parallel that happens. Dhadak 1, the character does not shout and there's complete silence, where Tripti gets to shout as loud as possible, and there's this great parallel both the movies have created. It might be me overreading both these movies, but both the movies have that parallel also, and then in a way they are connected because caste doesn't have to exist the way we think it can be there in all subtleties and in all layers too. So that way it worked for me. Thank you so much for having this conversation at this odd hour.
Thank you,
Yes.
thank you.
Finally, we move to Priyadarshi. This is the final question.
Hi, Shazia.
Hi,
Lovely
I'm
film.
finished.
I'll directly come to my question. I'm a Mumbai-based writer and aspiring director. By the way, I'm also an architect. I
Oh.
wanted to understand from you, when someone is not actively working on a project. I'm sorry, my question is not related to your film, but it's
That's
just
okay,
a
that's
general
okay.
question.
Yeah.
When someone is not actively working on a film project, how do one hone their skill as a writer, or especially as a director? Writing, I know that you can write a lot repeatedly. Writing will make you a better writer in a way, but how do you become a better director?
See, actually, हाथ साफ करना जो बोलते हैं वो तो सेट पे ही होता है. You learn how to make a film while making a film. And of course, if you're making films for say 20, 25 years, you have reached that zone where you know it at the back. The thing is, you can't teach someone how to tell a story. Directing is basically telling a story in a certain treatment. Like if you would have made Dhadak, you would have made it in a different way. I made it in a different way, but the treatment changes, the voice changes. I would say everything collectively in your life is prepping you to direct your film. Even if you're reading a book, you're changing or you're updating your worldview. That is telling you how to make a film. Because for a director, visual treatment, songs, sound of the film, performance by the actor, ये सब technical चीजें हैं. What you want to say is your storytelling. उसके लिए आपको सेट पे होने की जरूरत नहीं है. उसके लिए आपको वर्ल्ड व्यू बनाने की जरूरत है. यू नीड टू know what you want to say. Does something disturb you about the way society works? Does it disturb you enough that you want to torture yourself for 3 years and make a film about it? Then that is the job of a director. Of course, you can go through many YouTube channels. You can learn the craft, short breakdown कैसे करते हैं, music कैसे involve करते हैं to heighten drama, how to edit. I feel editing is the most crucial after the 3 stages, basically writing, production, and editing, the 3 important stages of making a film. If you know how to edit, you'll be able to write better, you'll be able to direct better. So you can go and learn the craft of editing and not learn it as an editor, like knowing the computer and, like how to actually physically edit, but the patterns of edit.
Yeah.
Right? So you can prep yourself by learning, by reading books, by studying films. Reading films is also लोग फिल्म देख लेते हैं, but उसमें edit pattern कैसा था, treatment कैसा था. Why does Reservoir Dogs as a bank heist film is different from say Heat? Heat is also a bank film like that. There's another Usual Suspect is also a bank heist film. Why is Reservoir Dogs different than that? So what I did very early when I started writing was I would take a director like say Tarantino or Scorsese, like, popular directors, or then I started getting more into obscure directors, and then world cinema, Kiarostami and Asghar Farhadi. You take a director, take 5 of their best films. Generally आप 3-4 आर्टिकल पढ़ोगे तो उनके 4-5 फिल्म अच्छे फिल्म मिल जाएंगे. You take those 5 films, study it, see the pattern, see what is common in all their films. You will always find, in good directors, you'll always find a pattern of what they are trying to say about the world, how they visually shoot their film, how the editing is done. So in Asghar Farhadi, there's also a genre called domestic thriller, right? He always makes a domestic thriller, tries to make some important point about life through his films are generally set in a house. But just see how he does that, how dramatic it is. There is no music in the film because you know why Iranian films don't have music, right? Because they don't have music directors. It's not because the directors don't want music in the film, because they don't have music directors in Iran. So अब शायद ज़्यादा last few years that might be changing, and also people get outsource it because the world is getting closer. But yeah, you can teach yourself how to direct, but I think you should teach yourself to find your voice. Most important. Yeah, like what do you want to say? That is more crucial. You will find a team. You will have a DOP, a sound designer, editor who will help you. Very important that they help you build your world. क्योंकि सब अपनी अपनी फिल्म बनाएंगे तो लगेगा कि सब अपनी अपनी फिल्म बना रहे हैं. But most crucial thing for a director is to know what they're saying. And for that, you don't need to be on a film set.
Yeah. Thank you so much for that, because this question always comes in my mind. Am I good enough? Without any,
सर वो तो मुझे आज सुबह ही फील हो रहा था. वो तो अगर for anyone in the arts, if they don't go through self-doubt, it's just how humans function. And it's better rather than being this cocky, confident person कि यार मेरे को तो सब आता है. अगर आपको लगता है कि आपको सब आता है तो आपका लर्निंग वहां पे खत्म हो जाएगा, and you will not be able to grow as a person or as a filmmaker. So it's better to have the self-doubt and fight it out and work towards, कि okay, maybe मुझे ये नहीं पता तो मैं I'll do this कि मुझे पता चले.
Thank you, Priyadarshi.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you
for
so
the
much for
question.
that, Shazia.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you
Simran.
so much. Thank you so much. Shazia, I'm sorry it was so long, but how was
No,
it?
it's
Did you have
okay.
fun?
I had fun. I like talking about whatever I spoke about. I like talking about the film. I like talking about the journey of making a film. It's so complex. I think बात करने से अगर किसी के लिए कुछ चीजें easy हो जाती है ये या जो भी it's very lonely. थोड़ा cliche है but very lonely as a filmmaker, writer, aspiring, and also as a watcher. I mean, loneliness is also an epidemic, right? That people are facing in the modern world. So whether you're connected to films or not, I think it's important to have these conversations. Like right now, Priyadarshi just asked, right? That I feel like I'm not good enough. I also feel the same. It's just your film or talking to the filmmaker, if that kind of, helps someone understand, oh, we are all in the same boat at the end of the day. Life makes more sense. So I really had a good conversation. Thank you guys.